HOCKER is a 19-year-old middle distance runner from the University of Oregon. Cole has competed this season in distances from 800 to 5,000 metres, and prior to the NCAA championships, his achievements this year have been pretty ridiculous. First of all, in December 2020, he raced against Matthew Centrowitz, who was the Olympic champion in the 1500 metres, and he came second in a time of 13:32.95, where Cole had led most of the race, only to be overtaken in the last 10 metres by Matthew Centrowitz. For some further context, Cole's teammate Cooper Teare ran in the A race and came second with a time of 13:17.13. Going into the indoor championships, Cole HOCKER had personal bests of 1:48.44 in the 800, 3:50.55 in the mile, and 7:46.44 in the 3,000 metres. And his record against teammate Cooper Teare was 1-2, where Cooper had beat Cole in the mile and 3,000 metres prior to this event, and Cole beat Cooper in 800 metres. Cole HOCKER's first race of this championships was the mile heats on Friday, leading from the front and looking very, very comfortable as he led from pretty much start to finish and started to pull away from the field relatively easily. He did clock a time of 3:56.57, which was a meet record for the mile heats. Whilst his teammates and 3,000 metre competitor Cooper Teare won the DMR that night, Cole rested in the DMR, where Reed Brown did the 1,200 metre leg. The next day at 2 p.m, Cole HOCKER lined up for the mile final, to which he was a clear favourite after Sam Tanner got knocked out in the heats. Cole said in his interview that he wanted to make it an honest mile race, and he did that and led straight from the gun to the finish, where he went through the first 809 metres in a time of 2:01, which is relatively modest for an athlete of his calibre. After 800 metres, he began working through the gears and he closed the last 800 metres in a time of 1:52, leaving the rest of the field in absolute pieces. Despite knowing that he had the 3,000 metre race in an hour's time, he carried on pushing as he clearly wanted to get that meeting record, which he got and ran a time of 3:53.71. A very quick special mention here to Adam Fogg, who was a fellow YouTuber who ended up placing 4th in a personal best. At 3 p.m, 1 hour later after he lined up for the mile race, Cole lined up again in the 3,000 metre against Cooper Teare, who for most was the favourite even without considering Cole's suspected tyre legs from the mile. Cooper did what he's done for pretty much most of the season, where he ran at a modest pace from the gun, leading the race out after 400 metres. The three favourites, Cooper Teare, Mario Garcia and Cole HOCKER, were soon at the front, and this is where what most suspected began to happen. Despite being overtaken with 800 metres to go, Cooper regained the lead with 500 metres to go, and he never looked back. Well, that was until Mario Garcia attempted to make an upset by overtaking Cooper with 300 metres to go, whilst Cole stuck in 3rd place. However, this didn't last long as Cooper overtook Mario Garcia almost instantly and came into the bell lap with a lead. Cooper began dropping the field for the most part, and Cole was still stuck in 3rd behind Mario Garcia. That was until around 150 metres to go, where Cole moved out and began closing on Cooper, which if you base off the rest of the season, this was never going to happen. However, over the next 150 metres, the gap kept on shortening, where Cole HOCKER ended up overtaking Cooper around 25 metres before the line. And exactly how he did it in the mile, Cole HOCKER continued to the line running at a blistering pace and continued going past Cooper Teare and ended up taking the win in 7:46. Pre-race, I would say Cooper Teare was the clear favourite, and that was without considering Cole HOCKER doing a mile an hour before. And the fact that Cole came after running a meeting record in the mile, and then 1 hour later outkicked the one person who was beating Cole in 3,000 metres this year, I just find this absolutely remarkable, and this is probably one of the greatest achievements in NCAA history, as we have seen people do distance doubles before, but not really against the competition Cole HOCKER had in the likes of Cooper Teare and Mario Garcia. However, despite this great achievement, this double may have been topped in the same competition by Javon Harrison with his high jump and long jump win, who also did a double roughly 1 hour apart from each other. And I know Cole was probably feeling a lot of lactic and also fatigue in that 3K, which may make it physically more impressive, but the fact that Javon Harrison jumped a world lead in the long jump of 8:45 makes me really question which one was actually better. Let us know which victory you thought was more impressive in the comment section, and also let us know what you think Cole HOCKER can do for the rest of this 2021 season and his NCAA career.